Oh my god. That car's gonna blow up.
And now the hunt begins for the people who committed this brutal...
Woo! Hello, Arnott, Mr. Stephen. Ha 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 ha. I thought so.
To IC-12.
Oh my god.
DC, Gatemaster.
Oh! Oh wow, okay. Oh my goodness. Whoa. She's making phone calls from a... Oh wow, from a phone box. Whoa. Oh my god. Who is that? What? Oh my god! The show never ceases to amaze me.
Police officer plunged 5 floors and is reported to have died instantly.
Oh my god, so she did die.
Constable Georgia Trotman,
I started liking her.
A police spokesperson refused to disclose the precise circumstances surrounding Detective Constable Trotman's death.
Oh,
however, a murder
my
inquiry
god.
has been opened.
I'm watching her reactions. Because if that call was made to kill her...
You speak to Superintendent Hastings.
Where did that tip-off come from, eh? Who's got that kind of inside
Are they now
information?
treating him as a suspect?
Someone help, sir.
Bloody hell.
To answer that question.
You're going nowhere till I've got corroboration you were there on lawful business.
Oh my god. Sorry guys, I need to sort my dogs out.
Professional standards are serving you a Reg 15. Miss Barrett's CO'd assault occasioning ABH.
Ooh.
You struck her with a bottle. Beat her head against the floor.
Is she going to claim it didn't happen?
Yes. Miss Barrett is an alcoholic with a long history of mental illness. It's very sad.
So she is going to try and
You deny
lie
the
her
charge.
way out of it.
An
Of
officer
course
gets
she
accused
is.
falsely, and the vultures start circling.
Your treatment of my officer was unsympathetic and provocative. As a matter of policy, anti-corruption cannot discuss the details of any ongoing investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you have it your way, eh?
Come on.
Leave real policing to the experts.
I do not like that guy.
Would that be your guard unit you're referring to, sir?
Yeah. Where were they? And why would they disappear?
How's your head? You need to see the doctor.
Let's think about this logically, right, and carefully. Now, that security unit. Let's talk about the security unit. The people that were supposed to be there watching this victim that was potentially in danger, right? They all suddenly and miraculously disappear. And how convenient of a time when they get murdered. Now, let me tell you something right here, guys. Are you ready? For all of those security people to be leaving at that exact moment and for all of them to do it without any questioning has to come from someone high up. Not someone down here who doesn't have any authority, someone up here. And my guess is it's higher than detectives and all of this, so I don't think it's going to be as simple as saying Denton. As much as, same as Gates, I think she's done things she shouldn't have. I think she obviously like violent and all those kind of things, the lies, etc. But I think she's going to have reasoning as Gates did. So honestly, that's my initial theory as I've sort of formed it, guys, just off that one little thing.
Chasing an intruder. Well, they could make their way back to their post before anybody noticed. Pair of bloody idiots got Georgia killed.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait. He just said that they got locked out chasing an intruder so that they weren't following orders. I don't know. I would be skeptical about any piece of information that they've received about that, if I'm being completely honest. And if they were chased out, to be fair, that could really be anyone. You know, that could have been anyone at that point. So that theory I've just stated may be revised at the end of this episode. We'll just have to wait and see. Ooh. She's looking into AC-12.
So, I'm here.
I could see your arse.
If we could try to get along like grown-ups, maybe you could understand that it would help if you didn't play your music so
Why?
loudly at night.
To be fair, why is she?
100?
I'm not giving you money.
100 and I keep it down.
So she's asking for £100. To keep the music down. Oh. That is some shithousery.
FC14RC. I've been trying to find the right time, but there never seems to be one.
I'd rather not talk about that.
People talk, that's all, around the station.
Or they shouldn't.
Yes, Mum.
She's lying.
She's even
If you're
lying
worried
to
about
Kate.
Charge, though, I
Wow.
could say I was there just to back up your version of events.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
See, that's the thing. It's like she's trying to be strict against the rules, but then at the same time she's bending them. See how I mean? Maybe that's what I'm saying. Like, right? She said, "I'll pretend not to hear that." It's almost like either she's saying that 'cause she's trying to mask the fact that she is corrupt, or she's saying that because when she does bend the rules, she's doing it because she has to. Maybe that's what it's about. Maybe it's about why she has to, what she actually has to do compared to what she doesn't need to. You know?
I want to start with the 2 firearms officers who were assigned to protect the witness. I
Yeah.
weren't there at the post.
What happened?
Because of Joe. Sorry, that's the only name I've got.
Joe.
How?
I told them he thought he'd seen someone out on the fire escape with a gun.
Oh
As soon as I
shoot.
stepped out to check, he locked the door.
So
Who
who is
on to the
who is
intensive
this
care unit
Joe?
and passed himself off as a nurse.
So he used her.
Said
Oh.
said he knew people who would kill Nathan.
Oh
And
my
decided what they
god.
needed me to do.
So she was threatened by him.
I know I should have told someone so they could stop him, but I was too scared.
Do you know, or have you ever had any contact with a police officer named Detective Inspector Lindsay Denton?
No.
You're sure? Detective Inspector Lindsay Denton.
I always get a bit weird when the music goes like that, eh? Anyone that is in cooperation with this corruption isn't going to be honest about it. So I'm like listening carefully, and when they have music like that, that's like, you know, the suspicious music, like someone's being dodgy, I always sit there and go, I don't know. But I know what shows like this will mislead you with little tricks like that. So I'm like, I'm so skeptical. Motorbike again. Okay, let me just say this now. They keep making a point of motorbikes. There was a motorbike behind the car Fleming was in, behind Denton. There was a motorbike just there, just then. Is that like... Is this got something... Are they trying to like hint towards something here? I know that's a bit of a jump of a statement, but they've done that 2 very explicit scenes where they've shown someone looking at a motorbike that either in the rearview mirror or just now with Arnott. Is that a coincidence?
The caller insisted they page the nurse, but they wouldn't because she wouldn't give a name.
I really want to see their friendship build up again, eh? Because it's sort of like, it feels like it's a little bit shattered. Is that just me?
Right, night.
Check CCTV from the hospital car park.
Maybe.
Any chance of AC-12 getting a peek?
Big no, eh? Unless she's willing to like allow it to happen. Oh, wait, so she is. Wow.
Nurse's car.
Okay, so the nurse is...
Joe's car.
Ooh.
No accident.
Intentional. Bloody
He
hell.
never once turns around so the camera can see him.
That's because he knows it's there.
He's very smart. This
You
is
gotta
all
trace
planned
in
out.
that car.
Once again, guys, a good talking point is that this person's obviously... They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're smart. They're methodical. They're very planned out and careful and meticulous in the way they do things. He is at the point where he knows exactly where security cameras are. He knows exactly what angle to stand at. He's crashed a car just to get involved with a nurse so that he can manipulate her and threaten her, and then obviously get into the hospital. He's managed to figure out a way to get all the security away from there. He's got the thing to, or the drug to kill this person, the strength to fight off 2 police officers and throw one out a window. He doesn't care about killing them. Obviously there's no forensics being found, so can you find, like, that's crazy. He's got no trail, so he's very smart and may know a lot about police procedure. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, like I said, like you guys know, this is about anti-corruption, and it is about corrupt police officers. So, my point is he must have had a lot of help, or he must just be very informed in these practices, and what better way to do that than to be on the inside.
There's insufficient interest in the story.
Oh, wow.
I get it.
Missing persons.
Carly's just some nothing.
To be
from a
fair, they do
broken
always
home.
get unswept up.
so
They always
sorry.
get swept under the rugs, don't they?
This is your job. You get them to be here. You get
That's the
them to
thing, she's obviously like really trying with this missing persons case. That's why I don't fully suspect her, eh? That's why I'm like sort of not sure about her. because she clearly has these different sides. Like, I remember with Gates, like, yeah, he was really into his work, but you could clearly see that he was being corrupt, like, across his work. It was pervasive. She seems to have moments of this corrupt and violent and against, or out of the ordinary nature, but then she also has these moments where she's like this. She seems to be genuinely upset. She seems to be a victim, or she seems to be suspicious, but not necessarily in a bad way. Like, there's very dark and murky surrounding her. It's cloudy. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's way more... It's harder to read than season 1.
No one's getting to hear your side. AC-12, they twist everything and make everyone look guilty. I wouldn't have taken this posting if I thought you
Come on! Oh, I love it. Demonising her actual post.
It's an interesting exercise.
I wouldn't want to play that game.
No, me neither. But AC-12 do.
Ooh! Is she already
What's the
suspecting?
worst thing you've ever done to anyone?
Dude!
Someone told a lie to help a dead man's family, and I didn't stand up for the truth.
You've done worse than that.
Whoa!
We'll work well together only when you can be completely honest with me.
Oh my goodness. This is what I mean. She's so much more thought out, but creepy. Creepier than Gates. Gates was like, I knew what his intentions were.
I'll let you get some rest.
No way. No. A normal person would turn it... Is she going to turn it up, isn't she? She's going to turn it up. Or does she turn it off? Why did she use her... Well, to avoid forensics. That's the first thing I think of. Okay, that was the weirdest scene I think this series has given us. What the heck? I thought she was going to, like, do something, you know? You know what? She's probably going to catch Fleming before we know it, right? Faster than last season. Because Fleming obviously had her identity revealed, like, quite close to the end of last season. I imagine for some reason it's going to happen sooner here. She's, like, investigating them hardcore. And then, like, surely she sees the connection between Fleming and Arnott. And then maybe puts 2 and 2 together, you know? Maybe, just maybe. I mean... If she's really a victim, I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't trust anyone either. The thing is, she's so dodgy. That's why it's giving me mixed feelings, because I don't know what to think about her innocence, but I also don't know what to think about her personality. I've seen her beat people. So, I don't know. How weird, you know? How weird. She's investigating Ted as well. All of them. Holy moly.
I'll open up witness protection to your team.
Thank you, sir.
There's a DI in AC9.
I'm finding this one also hard to react to. Very, very intricate and secret.
Why missing persons?
Well, it's challenging detective work. Plus, when you do find them, it's massively rewarding.
She's not trying to progress her career. She's trying to hunt her down. It's so obvious, eh? She doesn't give a rat's ass about Fleming. She wants to know more about her because she suspects her. Like I say, very, very smart. That's why I like this show, because all the criminals are that smart. Like when you watch something like Criminal Minds, sometimes you get ones that like are much easier to identify. This, a whole different story. Like Criminal Minds takes an episode to find them, 6 episodes to figure it out.
A year on Misper Squad at Eastmids.
No, then you must know Sally Fordham.
There isn't anybody by that name on the squad.
Does she just lie? You see? Yes. No. What did I just say? She's trying to bait her and catch her out. But Fleming, she's too smart for you, guaranteed. The eyes of the devil. Yeah, I do not trust you at all. It's funny though, because episode 1, I was like watching her like, you know, I trust her. I think she's innocent. I have the complete opposite feeling now. Got a lead on Carly. Meet me ASAP at A&B Garage Repairs. Okay. So she is including Fleming. I don't know. I feel like I'm worried Fleming's going to get roped in. And she's not going to notice it. That's what I'm saying. I'm worried she's in danger. In danger.
Denton's disappeared now. She's asking me to meet her.
You're suspicious.
I'm not sure. It's an industrial unit.
Hey. Does that give you flashbacks to when Arnott was called by Gates to meet him somewhere? If that doesn't give you flashbacks like that for me, then that's crazy.
Don't blow my cover.
Ooh.
If anything doesn't feel right, you call.
Received.
Dude. Has she learned from Arnott's mistakes? So she's been called to an empty garage. What is that all about?
Mum, is this a good idea? What with AC-12's investigation into the ambush?
Oh! What did I say?
I was born yesterday.
AC-12. Boss.
Oh,
People have underestimated
my God.
me my whole life.
Ah, she's way more forward than Gates is. Way more forward. Okay, well, she can't be on that. She's going to have to... Okay, does that open up the opportunity for her to be Arnott's partner again? Please. I want to see her absolutely demolish this girl. Now, the question is she going to try and keep that cover and play along with it? Or is she just going to go fully blown back to AC-12 now? Oh, also, I said she would be at risk. What did I say?
I called to the hospital. I had the stuff at the garage. Steve, I want you to contact Denton and her rep. Tell her I want her in here on a Reg 15. Any prevarication,
yes.
you arrest her.
So they're going to go after her completely now.
I'm telling you.
Yes, come on.
She'll be wishing she never messed with you by the time we're through with it.
Come on, Fleming.
Hey.
Why is Arnott there again?
Did you assault DC Fleming?
Yeah, she's going to lie.
So you'll have to help me. Who's DC Fleming?
Ooh. Lying about
For the
it.
purposes of the tape, I am indicating DC Fleming.
No.
You didn't.
Lies. I told you she would.
There was an
you.
altercation that got a little bit physical.
The fact that she's blatantly lied about multiple things now is all, like, I'm instantly thinking she's guilty, period. She's blatantly lying to protect herself. For what? For what? She's assaulted an officer, threatened her multiple times. She's beaten people, hurt people, lied again and again and again. Had issues with investigation. She potentially caused an ambush. Like, oh my goodness me. I dislike her a lot. You know what, like how I said that I kind of liked Gates and I felt bad for him? There is very little of me that feels bad for her, except for the moments that she was like, you know, that all of her colleagues were threatening her and drowning her. You know, that's the only moment I felt that for her.
Did you assault Lorna Barrett, your next door neighbour?
She did.
No.
She gave a statement alleging you did.
Can I just say, guys, surely if more and more accusations build up against her for assault, people will believe it.
Miss Barrett's allegations represent a history.
Wow,
of
she is
antisocial
twisting
conduct.
this
You might
story
have
to
been
her
taken by
own
this, Arnott, but she doesn't
regard.
appear to be
Bloody
your type.
hell. Oh my goodness gracious me. It's a
This
transcript.
back route, it would lead to 4th Street Station, but only if you continued along Crown Avenue. The vehicles turned left into Long Lane.
There were roadworks on Crown Avenue.
Yeah, that's right, she lied about the roadworks. She lied about them.
Traffic signals controlling a single lane.
DI Denton's service vehicle is fitted with a Type 60 trouble system.
Oh, but she
I've been a
used
passenger
it.
in said vehicle and observed DI Denton operate this system
Ha.
faultlessly.
Oh my god.
This system was in operation on the night of September 5th and would have advised DI Denton there were no longer roadworks on
So
Crown Avenue.
it was being used, but she didn't use it. She lied completely. To be honest, if she was the one who organised this, I imagine she would have done it without being there. You know, if she was that smart. But I don't know. We're just gonna have to keep watching. All I'm saying is it doesn't make much sense.
Why did you use a phone box?
I didn't want the call appearing in my phone history.
Got
Yeah, we get
a
that, DI
mobile
Denton. Why didn't
phone.
you?
Why?
A member of staff who took the call was provided a statement that the female caller asked for staff nurse Tyndall by name.
I'm not denying making a call.
Oh. But then
The
what
witness
call
was
would
the
you
only
make?
person who could verify that I had nothing to do with setting up the ambush. All you have is the vague evidence from somebody who can't be sure who called, what they said, or why. I deny
See
that
what
it
I
was me
mean
who
by
asked
too
to speak
smart?
to the nurse.
See what I mean by too smart? Oh my goodness.
Is that your final answer? DI Denton, I'm arresting you for conspiracy to murder a protected witness.
Stake the grounds.
You do not have to say
Under
anything.
Code G of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act, stake
See?
the grounds.
Too
Why are you
smart.
arresting me?
Too smart.
As the arresting officer, I submit, Lindsay Denton, you do not have to say anything. However, you may harm your defence if you fail to mention
I'm going to say
when
this now.
questioned
I do think it's
something
bigger
you
than
need to
her,
rely on
but I
in
think she
court.
knows that. I think there's a lot
Anything
she's
you
lying
do
about.
say
A lot.
may be used in evidence.
I have in my possession certain financial records pertaining to you.
She was investigating him.
That Superintendent Hastings is in considerable financial difficulties.
Wow.
These have absolutely no relevance
Why would they do that?
to the case against you, D.I. Denton.
Those interests would pay a pretty penny for an inside
Wow.
man or woman.
So she's trying to pin
Any
him as
officer
a
in the kind of
suspect
financial
now.
mess you're in, D.I. Denton, is honour bound to declare it.
If she was good, right, if she was good and innocent, she would not be trying to screw up AC-12's case because they're trying to solve this. Any little shred of thing she could do. Now, what's she going to dig up on Fleming? What's she going to dig up on Arnott?
This is the home under protective custody of staff nurse Claire Tyndall. You interviewed her in connection with events at the hospital. There are
Wow.
more photos. How'd you get these? For the tape, the images show dear
Oh.
Simon returning to staff nurse Tyndall's home.
My
and
God.
he's later photographed in an upstairs bedroom with her. Were you coaching staff nurse Tyndall to corroborate the allegations against me regarding the call to
Wow.
I don't have to.
No?
So, okay, so basically, she's gone, okay, they've got a lot of me. I'm going to get stuff on them and get them off my ass. She's basically, oh, for goodness sakes. Yes, she's good at what she's doing, but this is infuriating me. What has this got to do with anything surrounding solving this case? She obviously doesn't care about solving it. This isn't about solving it to her. Because what does that make her look? Guilty. Guilty.
DC Fleming. Was this your mobile phone?
Yes, it is. So she's literally gone into her phone and
possession
everything.
of this mobile phone during our altercation at the Canalside Industrial Estate, is that correct?
She did that on purpose.
Your call history makes for very interesting reading.
Yeah, it does.
Significant people at significant
God.
times.
AC-12 is down. Down.
Stealing.
In the gutter.
Interview terminated. Show's over. Kid.
She's being arrested, but this is a big enough... She has built a case against all three of them.
The protected witness. The wee gobshite this was all about.
Who is it?
Christ.
Someone connected to her, right?
We need to start over.
We need to start over.
All your wives, your husbands, your boyfriends,
Who is it?
your girlfriends. No one is leaving the premises.
Oh my God, was it someone you knew?
I can't discuss this.
Wait!
How can you let this happen to me when you know that there's so much more to it?
My God! That's what I said. I think she's guilty of some things, but like... Is she all of it? Or is this bigger than all of us? Who is it? Who is it that he knows? Surely they show us this episode. Oh, they're not going to. They're not going to.
I'm innocent. You know I am.
But what's she done though? Because she doesn't come across to me as innocent. It's got the Gates vibe again. I don't know what to think. Most confused I've ever been. Ever been. Okay guys, what I want to start with in this little outro is I knew this was going to be confusing. I knew it was going to be very difficult to understand. There were going to be lots of moving parts and there was going to be very little speculation because I don't know what's going on. Now, if I was to sum up this season so far, it is confusing. And that is my biggest word, is confusing. I don't know what's going on. I'm completely clueless. It's one of those ones when I'm watching it, I'm going, like, what do I think? Usually I know like a general idea about the episode in the series. Nuh-uh. Season 1, yes, I got a bit of an idea. Season 2, no. 2 episodes down, I don't have a clue. Don't have a single clue. The first start of the episode maybe wasn't the most exciting. It was quite slow, but I mean, it's good. There's a lot of story, a lot of backstory, a lot of understanding. I think the most important things we can talk about is Fleming losing her cover already. I did say it would be quicker. I said it in this reaction. I said it would be quicker, it would happen sooner, and she found out immediately. Pretty damn quickly, and she just knew. She just knew. Now, Fleming was assaulted. She lied about that. Denton lied about that. So, the thing that's getting me, I think the most confusing thing about this series is that I don't think she did the big deed, you know. I don't think she did it. I said at the start that maybe she's doing it for another reason. Maybe she was coerced. Maybe she's protecting someone. Maybe it's just bigger than her. Maybe she's just scared to release information, or maybe she's doing someone's dirty work. I don't know. I don't think she's completely guilty. But I do think she's very similar to Gates in the sense that she does have a lot of demons and a lot of things that she's doing wrong. But I'm getting vibes that she didn't do the main thing. Obviously, the end of that reaction, we sort of find out that there's a name revealed. Someone that's in the witness program. The name gets revealed. We don't know who that is. Right now, they do, and it shakes everything up. As we can see, they're obviously shaken up by it. They say, we need to restart. This whole case is a bust. We need to go again. I don't think I should know what to think. If they don't know what to think, I don't think I should know what to think. So the case is now a scramble. Denton, or whatever her name has been arrested based on suspicion. That won't last, I guarantee it. I don't think she did this, and I don't think there's enough evidence to put her away for it completely. Yes, there's circumstantial evidence that maybe they can make a case with, but the case that she's gone and made against them is mad. That's the thing. I think that's her counter now, is that she can just go straight up and just... These are all the things I know about your guys. You're no longer AC-12. Now, whether she releases that, I don't know. I think she's going to use it maybe to... I don't know, I've got a weird feeling she may try and bribe them, or say, I didn't do this, get off my tail, you get off me, I'll get off you, sort of thing. I don't know, is that just me who has that vibe? But yeah, so that was mad. There's now cases for either people. AC-12 is probably the rockiest it's ever been. Fleming's exposed. Arnott's exposed for doing something he shouldn't have. Ted's in financial issues, and Fleming was obviously, she's got a close connection to someone that puts her as obviously a conflict of interest. She can't be here. So it's all mad, it's all crazy. As for what now, I don't think I can really say that until I know who this mystery person is that's completely exploded this case from underneath itself. I don't think there's a lot I can speculate about right now. It's just, like I say, I think it's going to be much more difficult to predict than season 1. Season 1 had a nice clear path for me to like see down. Maybe it wasn't easy, but it was easier than this. This is, for me, is one of the most difficult things I think I've watched. And like I said, my bet was someone that was higher up, and I think that I will repeat that theory now. I did say this in the reaction. My bet was that someone higher up, above Denton, someone with more power who has the ability to orchestrate these kind of things, is the one responsible. Someone higher up that has the ability to do this. And I have a weird feeling, I've got a feeling that someone's tried to frame her, you know. Because think about it, right? It could not be a coincidence that she was left alive. That could have been on purpose. Someone could have set this up on purpose. They've been smart before. That guy was very smart, but we don't know who he is or who he is. They've been smart in doing other things. She may just be caught in the crosshairs, wrong place, wrong time. She's basically running around like a guinea pig. That could be another theory. She is doing this because she's being put in that position. Framing, or whatever you want to call it. It's happened before. It can happen again, 100%. So I don't trust any of it, guys. I'm not trusting anything the show's given me so far. The only people I do trust are AC-12. Everyone else is a suspect. That's the way I take it into my mind into these shows. But yeah, guys, another bloody good episode. A longer outro than last time. Hopefully a better reaction than last time. Hope you guys did enjoy it as ever. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the episode and the reaction itself. What do you think of how confusing this is? And if you were to rate these seasons on how confusing and difficult they are to predict, without any spoilers, where would you put them? Would you put 1 above 2, 2 above 1? For me, 2 is definitely harder than number 1. I'd love to get you guys' opinions on that. Is it just me that's struggling with the season? I've heard that the season is a lot of people's favourite, so honestly, let me know in the comments, guys. We have to get some discussion going. But yeah, guys, that's all from me. As ever, this has been your boy, British Chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.